The B-Nation Podcast. The B-Nation Podcast, Miguel Tello.
114 episodes, more than 150 hours of content, and 224 music guests. This is a story so far of the B-Nation podcast, a show that started without being planned the very first day of the pandemic. The show was meant to be a spin-off of the app, the B-Nation, that represents all the artists that they want to be part of the nation. All the artists that they bring the best new music from around the world. Never, in our best dreams, we thought that this show would be a success. We have so many new listeners that they are starting to catch up on the B-Nation podcast. For that reason, we decided to do a 5-episode special called Wrap Up, where we are going to do a recap of all the highlights that we had so far over the last 8 seasons of the B-Nation podcast. On this first episode, we are going to start by doing a recap of season 1 and 2, that it was the beginning. This is the B-Nation podcast. I am Miguel Tello, and we are presenting you our episode 6. This one is called Wrap Part 1, and we are giving you a huge welcome to another episode of the B-Nation podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. When we started to work on the B-Nation podcast, I remember that I asked myself, what else it could go wrong? In fact, something that it was impossible to be in our thoughts, to start on the very first day that the UK went into lockdown. It was a surreal day for me. If you listen the very first episode, you probably won't recognize me, as I was in shock due to the current events. It's very hard for us to work very hard in a project, and suddenly you just have to change absolutely everything as the UK went into lockdown. We started to promote for a while the fact that the show was meant to have guests, but because of the pandemic, the first guest didn't come until episode 8, and in the meantime, I took my time to explain to you guys what the B-Nation podcast was all about. Season 1 was only 9 episodes, and the main reason is because I had to stop doing the show because I had COVID. This season had 4 guests: Boa, Owen Page, Anna Green, and our very first guest, that his name is Taylor Styles. We are gonna remember the best moments of his interview and also how we started that episode. Pay attention and look at us right now. If that's not evolution, I don't know what else it could be. Hello. Welcome to the B-Nation podcast. How are you guys? How you doing? This is episode 8. This is episode 8 of the B-Nation podcast, and we have a few surprises to you. We have a few surprises on this episode. And the first one, basically, we told you last week, and he is here with us. Taylor, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How is everyone? Good?
Yeah, Taylor Styles. It's a pleasure for me to have you here on the show. And actually, I'm a very, very, very big fan. The whole team is that they are very big fans of your song, Get Up. And it's an amazing track. And also as well, we received a few requests from people that they want to obviously the song and everything, which is awesome. We're gonna have a little chat with you today, Taylor.
Brilliant.
And because we just want to find out more about yourself. And for the rest of the people, we're gonna obviously play the best new music from around the world, only here on Spotify on episode 8 of the podcast. And Taylor, tell us a little bit more about yourself. You're from Coventry, right? From here in the UK. And so you released Get Up a few months ago. And tell us when did you record the song, and how was just the whole process?
So the whole process was quite a long process, I would say. So it was just basically starting out with the first time I wrote this song was in the car. It was funny enough. I was just, my other half was driving the car, and I was just there and she wasn't feeling good. So then I was just started singing, get up on it, get on it. I just started messing around. So then I was just you know what, this actually could sound good. Mm-hmm. So then obviously I went to I have a studio. I'm fortunate enough to have a good studio and to put things together. So I got in the studio straight away, and it took like a year of a process to put the song together. So it was over a year's time this song actually released. I think we just changed so many different additions to it until we just found the right one. It was just like, yeah, it's ready to go. We've got to do the music video. Let's go.
Amazing. Like, and actually, let me tell you, like, Taylor, I can see that, like, influences that you have on the song, and for example Michael Jackson, of course, right?
Of course.
And what does it mean, like, your inspirations on your music, like, who you basically get inspired to? Who's your inspiration?
So I like a lot of, the old school artists. I love Michael Jackson. I love Justin Timberlake, Usher. I mean, I love all them, them artists. I think the songs they create are really good. Their writing skills are incredible. And the main thing about me is that I'm a performer. So before I did any sort of things to do with music, I was a dancer, and I danced on stages all around the UK, all around the world, to say. But then I wanted more from what I was getting out of it. So that's when I took up singing and doing a lot of it and putting them both together. And then seeing people like Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Usher, I mean, they dance in their songs and they dance about. I wanted to do the same thing and be able to perform just as well as them.
Season 2. After recovering from COVID, I started Season 2 with a lot of energy, and one of my main ideas for this season is that it needs to be the most colorful possible. We started to do the show from Soho Radio, where we receive incredible guests like Tio, Isaac B, Ryan Byfield, Lucky Iris, I Know, Georgia Maria, 8889, Blowing Card, Ioness, and Ollie Davis. 13 incredible episodes and one amazing season finale. Our first video live streaming from Soho Radio with the best guests of the season, Boa, Isaac B, and Lucky Iris, and one exclusive guest, Matt Terry, one of the X Factor's winners. He was on the show to catch up, and right now we're gonna remember the best moments of the interview with Matt Terry. Okay, so like, here he is. Hello, Matt.
Hi.
How are you, man?
I'm very good. I'm excited to be here. I feel like with you guys, because you all speak Spanish, I'm very much at home.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, like, I just want to like tell to everyone who's actually watching us right now, like, why, like, basically how we met each other like 4 years ago. I think like, it was just like very, very, for me, like very special, because like we just managed to meet, I think, like before you won the X Factor, right? And then now, like, how did your life change, man, after that?
Well, crazy, yeah. I've not stopped. It's been busy. I've done tours. I've done a couple of shows. I've done lots of studio time. I bought my own apartment, which I love. So yeah, life's changed. Obviously, I was a very normal guy. I still think I am. I'm very normal. Literally living life very normally. So now it's crazy to think that I'll be like, oh, I'm going to work today, and Mum's like, oh, what are you doing today? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a podcast. Or it's different, because my other two brothers, they have very normal, very everyday jobs. So they're so used to just doing the same thing every day. So I guess it's exciting for me each week. I don't really know what I'm doing or where I'll be.
Exactly, yes.
So it's nice I got to travel the world. I was in Madrid, I was in Finland, I was in Miami, I was everywhere, all over. Travelled the world to write music, which was incredible, which I think is one of my favourite things to do, to travel around the world.
And I get like that, that is something that like you managed to obviously, like to have a really good songwriting at the end, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, amazing. Let me ask you something, like, is this like a little bit like more about what do you remember like from your beginnings, like, from your experience from the X Factor right now? Like exactly, like if you want to have like a throwback, what will be like exactly like the thing that you just want to say, like, okay, this is like what it's gonna be with me for the rest of my life?
Yeah. To be honest, the whole thing, it's really hard to put all the little pieces together. It's almost like if it was a puzzle, I can just see the puzzle all put together. It's hard for me to see sort of all the little pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
I think I was only 22 years old, 22, 23, and I was so unaware of what was happening. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I didn't think about what would happen afterwards. I didn't think about what happens if I didn't win. I didn't think about what would happen if I did win.
Yeah.
I didn't think about anything. I was just there.
It happens everything really quickly.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah.
And it was quite a long process. So like you kind of start auditioning in May and it takes up the rest of the year. So that's a good 7 months of not really. I wasn't. To be honest, I feel like I was unconscious the whole time.
Yeah.
Just no idea. But I think the way that I always try to describe it is it was like a boot camp of learning how to become a singer or a recording artist, a crash course.
And how to be in this industry, right?
And how to be in this industry. It was very quick. Like all of a sudden you had to be good with cameras, good with people, good with microphones. So many things that I'd never done, or interviews. If someone's trying to dig into your personal life about things that you might not want to be able to tell them, you have to find a way to. It's what's it called? Media training.
Yes.
So we had like media training, we had singing training, we had all of those things. I'd say to answer your question, it was just a crash course of how to do all of this.
So that's it. This is the end of Wrap Up Episode 1, where we did a recap of Seasons 1 and Seasons 2. Keep listening the next episodes as we are still doing a recap of the best moments of the B Nation podcast. And the next one is Season 3. My name is Miguel. Thank you so much for listening another episode of the B Nation podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world, which is great, but being kind is everything. Bye bye.